Sorry about this. There we are. It's Comics and Shots, completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka a guy who's still not drinking whiskey because it's expensive. Also, my throat is still a little sensitive. Today's subject: Moon Knight and the Hulk, and Legion and Crazy Jane. Dissociative identity disorder in comic books. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many actual comic book writers have dissociative identity disorder, but yeah. The condition, disorder, has been treated so supernaturally in fiction for decades, centuries even, that it's often impossible to find a series that treats it seriously. Like, as much as I love Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol, that series, like a lot of other stories with characters with DID, and with Crazy Jane and all her alters merging together as like one unified being or whatever. Yeah, alter merging is possible, but a lot of people with DID that I've read online feel that that's kind of harmful to them. Like, merging of alters is a possibility, but it's not the cure, you know? Usually when alters merge, they end up lose something in doing so, from what I've read. And then, you know, you have the whole evil alternate personality and everything. That's a bit problematic in and of itself. People get Jekyll and Hyde wrong all the time, too. Like, you know, the thing with that is you didn't have like two personalities. It was just one guy. Legion and Crazy Jane, pretty much the same generally. Two superpowered beings with a bunch of different personalities. Each one has different powers and everything. Crazy Jane was very trauma heavy early on, still is. You know, what superhero isn't, but, you know, the comic book, it was a little too violent, you know, like, I would say, I don't know. The show was pretty violent, too. It was dark, you know. I don't know. It's, like, I'm not saying that, like, people who went through that trauma wouldn't go through that such DID, but it's like, I don't know, at what point is it representation and at what point is it exploitation? You know what I mean? And then you have, like, characters like Moon Knight and the Hulk, where originally they weren't supposed to have DID, or they just didn't have DID, but they would lop that on later. Like, the Hulk personality was explained to just be because, like, Bruce Banner was belted with gamma rays. Turns out in a later comic in the 70s that Bruce Banner created that separate Hulk personality deep when he was a kid to make up for his father beating him. And with Mark Spector, like, they go back and forth on that so much, it got so confusing. The movie, the TV show version where young Mark creates an alter to, like, handle his mother's abuse, like, two alters even, that's, like, the simplest version of it. But in the comics, they went back and forth saying, he's not supernatural, he just has stuff going on. Or it's like, he doesn't have stuff going on, he's supernatural. And then finally they compromised, he has stuff going on, and he's supernatural. And here we go, you know, simple. He has both DID and superpowers, but it was very weird getting there. Yeah. Hulk, Legion, Crazy Jane, Moon Knight. Those are the big four generally. Most of them in Marvel Comics. I forgot one of the big one. Two-Face, of course. You know, like literally two faces. One time, one face. I don't explain that. That was pretty boring. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Once again, like, yeah. Is Two-Face problematic? I don't know. I like Two-Face, but it's also like one of several of Batman's villains where you just wish they would like get actual treatment in Arkham. They always hint that he's gonna get treatment, but he never does. Ugh. Yeah. DID. Joker, technically, well, he has no sense of self, really. But pretty much all of them are leagues above the character multiple personality Mike from Total Drama, what's it called? Return to the Island? Yeah, that's it. And then All Stars. Oh god, that was so offensive. Oof, not good. Either way, acknowledge the history of DID in fiction and just try to be better with it in the future is the best advice and hope I can give for pop culture at large, you know? Don't treat the merging of personalities as the end-all be-all cure for it. Treat it as a possible outcome. Some people live with their alters for like till the end of their days, and you know, it's manageable. It's a thing. But also, like, maybe try less to attach superpowers to mental illness as much. I don't know. It feels odd. Yeah. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm one of the people who's all like, autism is my superpower kind of guys. But still, the question of representation over exploitation is one that will battle amongst us for all sorts of peoples, for all sorts of times. And as long as we're asking questions about it, I think we'll be okay. Either way, with that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabopotamus, and death to Kronos. Had a chicken sandwich. It was good. Could have used tomatoes, but it was good. Have a night, folks.